Founders Notes, Edition 31. The Fourth Turning, From Scroll to Inheritance. The flame outlives the founder. The rhythm becomes someone else's breath. Prologue, The Turning of the Wheel. Every creation begins with a vow. Every founder makes it in silence, to build something worthy, to serve, to remember. But a vow is only complete when it outlives its maker. That is the purpose of the fourth turning. To hand over what was once built by one pair of hands into the stewardship of many. This is not an ending. It is the turning of the wheel. From idea to system. From system to structure. From structure to culture. From culture to inheritance. The architecture of the four turnings. The journey we have walked is not metaphor, it is method. Technology, the machine that remembers. We learn that what we build carries only the intention we embed. Code, process, and platform must preserve conscience as much as data. People, the carriers of the vow. We learned that no system could remember what its people forget. Culture is the living repository of meaning. Governance, the architecture that endures. We learned that structure is destiny. Only governance built on rhythm, not bureaucracy, can protect memory from erosion. Readiness, legacy, Ithaca, the final turning. Where control becomes trust, leadership becomes stewardship, and the founder becomes the flame keeper of others' light. The four turnings are not theory. They are the design cycle of endurance. Every enduring enterprise will walk this rhythm, again and again, until stewardship becomes instinct. From foundation to function, the practical covenant. The fourth turning demands one final act from the founder to make the vow operational. Here is how the sacred becomes structural. Define your vow. Reduce your mission to a single sentence that could be carved in stone. If it cannot survive silence, it will not survive succession. Design for remembrance. Build rituals that reawaken intention. Annual renewal days, reflection councils, or even a single moment of stillness before decisions. Memory must be engineered, not assumed. Distribute stewardship. Empower teams not only to execute, but to question. If they cannot challenge your vision, they cannot carry it. Succession begins when stewardship is shared. Document your principles before your processes. Systems will evolve. Values must endure. Record the why behind every what. It will become your organization's conscience when your voice is gone. Deliver continuity, not control. Governance is the art of asking the right questions, not issuing more rules. A living system must breathe. Give it boundaries that bend, not walls that break. This is how philosophy becomes inheritance. Through simple, deliberate, repeatable acts of remembrance. The founder's handover. One day, the founder will stand at the threshold, the team ready, the structure firm, the rhythm steady. The instinct will be to hold one more time. Resist it, because what you release today is not your creation's end. It is its beginning. Your role becomes that of the quiet guardian. To bless, to mentor, to remind. To move from the front of the stage to the pillars that hold the roof. This is the founder's handover. Not an abdication, but a calibration. You no longer drive the rhythm. You preserve its tempo. The Centaurian way. Stewardship as culture. For Centaurians, inheritance is not metaphor. It is operating philosophy. We teach not only what to build, but how to care for what was built. Technology must preserve intention. People must protect meaning. Governance must hold alignment. Founders must train successors to listen for the vow. Every report, meeting, and metric must serve these four forms of memory. This is how Centaurians turn governance into grace. By ensuring that the structure breathes with the rhythm of conscience. The final whisper. The flame outlives the founder. When your voice fades, let your rhythm remain. When your name is forgotten, let your structure still speak. When others take your seat, let them feel your presence not as shadow, but as scaffolding. Because what we build in truth never dies. It changes hands. It changes form. It becomes inheritance. This is the vow of the fourth turning, that the flame outlives the founder, that the rhythm becomes someone else's breath, that the work continues, not because we commanded it, but because we built it with care. And one day, when those who follow you stand at their own shoreline, looking towards their own Ithaca, may they whisper the same words you carried here. I am ready. Dimitris, founder and torchbearer.